In this TreeRing Time video, we are going to be adding a new employee. Adding a new employee requires two tasks. The first is to create a new login for that employee. The second task is to add the rules for that employee. Let's go to Security, User Accounts. Click on Add a New User Account. Enter the login name, John Doe. First name John, second name, last name Doe. Email John Doe at anywhere.com. The default company is Demo Company. He will be active. Then go into Companies. Click the appropriate company name, default company, and a role. We're going to add John as a supervisor. Click Save. And John Doe has now been added. Once you've added the new login for the employee, you will need to set up the rules for that employee. To do this, click on Employees, Company Members. Then click Add New Company Member. The Employee Details window opens. Here you would select a default profile, supervisor, or a particular role, employee role. Enter there is 3 things that you must fill out on this employee details: the card ID, their last name, and the pay period. We're going to add more. First, add the employee's name, his card ID, his other ID is normally his social security number, so that way you can, when you export to your payroll system, that you capture all the data. You can add an email address for notifications. You can add other information like a home phone, cell number for contacting. You can add their hiring date. Their benefit start date. This might be different than their actual hire date because they could have a probationary period. An anniversary date, which their benefits would change. It could be quite simply a year from now. A termination date after if the employee leaves. This is not filled out at the beginning. A supervisor. Add them to the level hierarchy plan if necessary. If the employee is going to be salaried, you would click on salary. If they are going to be an employee that requires to fill out timesheets and you auto-generate timesheets, select auto-generate timesheets. Shift differentials, if they receive different pay for doing different kinds of shifts, you'll want to select that. Select an overtime policy. Different employees, based on collective agreements and so on, might have different overtime policies. Select a lunch plan and holiday plan. For example, some employees get more holidays than others based on the job type. Select a schedule that will apply to them. And it'll ask you to start it on the next pay period. What kind of rounding rules will you use? The nearest 15 minutes or others. Select a profile for the e-time clock. If they're going to be using a mobile device, select the mobile profile. A time offset. This is selected so that way if the server is in one location let's say Chicago, and the employee is in another location, Colorado, you can set the appropriate time offset so that way the logging makes sense. A comp plan, what kind of a pay period they're going to be used. This will be set up based on your specifics. A rate matrix, any PTO plan. If there's a pay rate or a bill rate or an annualized rate, you will fill that out. If you need to have their timesheet certified, click Certified. You can also click to have them receive notifications. And when you're done here, you will then click Save. And the employee is added. Thank you for watching this video. There are other videos in this series. Please check out our channel.